Hey everybody, Jay Mice here at the Mini Plus Theater. Wait. What the? What is this? Where's the theater? Am I tripping again?
No, sir. You are completely sober. Hey, folks. This is Jordan from Madtown Studio. JM, I'm so happy you made it.
Made it? What the hell's going on, bro? 1 minute I was in my show, and then suddenly I popped in here. And I can't feel my face. Or my arms. This is freaky. Am I dead again?
I assure you, you are not dead. Again, you are a floating avatar for this video.
Oh, okay. I thought it was because the producers were being cheap.
That too.
So, what's up?
I brought you here to do the special crossover episode. You promised, remember?
Oh yeah! I remember!
Really?
No. I'm just messing with you.
Well, you did say I could bring you over to do the crossover episode.
Look, no offense, fam. You're a sweet kid and all, but...
I promise, you won't be disappointed. In this video, I actually wanted to surprise you. Jay Mice, in this special episode, we'll be talking about the one and only...
And the other forward for the final time, number 24 on the floor, 6'6", high school, 5-time world champion, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe! Kobe Bryant! You mean it? I am such a super fan of Kobe. He is my idol, Jordan.
I thought Mickey Mouse was your idol.
F that rat f***er. Dude! I can't wait to share my vast knowledge on Kobe Bryant.
And that's why I chose you. But just to let you know, we're only going to talk about Kobe's history and the impact he made. So we won't really bring up the incident.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But you know, even if we don't mention the tragic loss of Kobe, his daughter Gianna, and the rest of the passengers, we definitely want to give our condolences to their loved ones.
We truly do. And we hope to make a joyous video to cherish and remember the legacy of Kobe Bryant.
That's right.
So, ready to get started?
Oh, hell yeah.
Then let's jump into the game. This is Drawing the Facts.
And squeaky reviews in
The
new
crossover crossover video special.
First, the video
Yeah.
special. Yeah.
Sorry, but do you mind if we try that again?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so how does this all work? How do you start your show?
Well, usually on my show, I just go for it. How about you talk about the history?
Really? Alright then. Then let's start things off at the beginning. Starting on August 23rd, 1978. When the star was born. Kobe Bean Bryant was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and is the son of former NBA player Joe Bryant, also known as Jelly Bean. But did you know that Kobe's name was actually named after the city of Japan? Kobe, Japan? After ending his basketball career in the NBA, Joe took his family to Italy in 1984, where he played in the Italian League.
Italy, huh?
Yes, sir. During his time in Italy, Kobe became an avid player of basketball and soccer. This also helped when he grew up with two older sisters, Shaya and Sharia, who were also big athletes. But it wasn't until 1991 when Kobe joined the Lower Merion High School basketball team in Philadelphia, which led to them to the state championship 4 years in a row. But Kobe had his eye on the big score. He wanted to join the NBA. So, he started things out by working out with the 76ers. He also wasn't no fool in school. He always got good grades and a high SAT scores. However though, he did decide to go straight to NBA from high school. In 1996, the Charlotte Hornets chose him their 13th overall pick, and was subsequently traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. Yes sir, in the LA, his career really started to pick up. In fact, during his second season with the Lakers, Bryant was chosen to be a starter in 1998 All-Star Game. Only at the age of 19, he became the youngest All-Star in NBA history. You see, being a shooting guard, he actually teamed up with one of the superstars on the LA team, which is none other than Shaquille Kazam O'Neal. Shaq, baby. Well, these two did help the team win 3 consecutive NBA championships, and was voted for the first team All-NBA from 2002 to 2004. And even when O'Neal left the team in 2004, Kobe still performed pretty well. Very well. In fact, he scored 81 points against Toronto Raptors in January 2006, which is the second highest single game mark in NBA history, and led the league into scoring that year and the next.
I guess you never lost a game before.
Not exactly. Well, there was a few games. One including the loss between the Boston Celtics in 2008. Nonetheless, Kobe was named the most valuable player and carried his team to the NBA Finals. That still counts for something. Besides, they actually made a rebound the next year as the Lakers won their second straight title by defeating the Celtics, as well as the Orlando Magics.
I know you mentioned him teaming up with Shaq on the Lakers, but what about him working with other players like LeBron or MJ?
Michael Jordan and Kobe are actually pretty good friends, even after retirement. Michael even considered him as a little brother. The biggest moment game-wise between the two actually has to go way back in March 28th, 2003, which was the Lakers versus the Wizards. The Lakers beat the Wizards by 108 points, with Wizards with 94. Kobe had about 5 rebounds, 3 steals, about 15 to 29 shootings, 9 out of 13 three-pointers, and 6 out of 18 free throws. And Kobe was able to score over 55 points. Kobe is one of the few players who's actually able to outperform Michael Jordan. And that list is very, very short. Not to mention, it was one of Jordan's last games, even though he's on the Wizards team, which was a really odd choice. It was his final game at the Staples Center. In ways, it was like a legendary player passing his torch to a new player. Kind of think of it as Qui-Gon Jinn passing his torch to Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay, I think that's a bit of exaggeration. Kobe won a basketball game, and then Michael Jordan retired. Okay, Qui-Gon Jinn was brutally murdered by Sith Lord Darth Maul on the Battle of Naboo. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, sure. Now, in terms of LeBron James, a game I still remember from watching not too long ago was the 2016 NBA All-Star Game at Toronto's Air Canada Centre, which was also the highest scoring All-Star game in history. Kobe was on the West team as player 24, while LeBron was on the East team as player 23. It was so awesome seeing these two giants competing with one another, but also having some fun at the end. Hey, did you know that Bryant also played in 2008 and 2012 US Olympic teams? And he came home with some gold medals, baby, along with his teammates Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Carmelo Anthony, as well as some other players. I'm telling you, Jordan, the dude was unbeatable.
But didn't he stop playing 4 years ago?
No. Yeah. So, in terms of his retirement, it all started due to an injury, which was due to a torn Achilles tendon in April 2013. Now, from 2013 to 2014 seasons, Kobe, of course, was a soldier. He played through it. But his injuries developed into a torn rotator cuff in January 2015. The 2015 and 2016 NBA season was his final seasons. Oh man, this always crushed me reading this part. But from what he has stated, this season is all I have left to give. My heart can't take the pounding. My mind can handle the grind, but my body knows it's time to say goodbye. This was written in the Players Tribune. April 13, 2016 was his last final game at the Staples Center as fans everywhere went to witness his final act of greatness. It was a beautiful game as Kobe scored 16 points and led the Lakers to win against the Utah Jazz. And this was Bryant's 60-point game in his career. And let me just mention again that the dude still had injuries. Yet he played through it like a champ. The great Black Mamba.
You know, you've been mentioning Mamba a lot. What does that even mean anyways? And what's that got to do with Kobe?
Ah, so my dude wants to know the history of Black Mamba. Which, by the way, is actually his nickname. Well, you see, it actually all started out back in 2003. This was, of course, the biggest height of his career. But things took a turn for the worst. But instead of on the basketball court, it was in the courtroom. Kobe was charged with sexual assault during that time.
Yeah. You know, I've been hearing people bring that up, which is pretty messed up since he lost his life.
Yeah, it grew to be one of those big controversies. Bryant did proclaim himself as innocent, and the charges were later dropped. After Kobe and his accuser reached a civil settlement, his reputation was falling down the gutter. But Kobe's no punk, he ain't no quitter. So to get back on his feet, he decided to call himself Black Mamba. This name was inspired by the codename for a deadly assassin in the film Kill Bill, directed by Quentin Tarantino. This helped to not only cope with the backlash, but it was also used to separate his life on and off court. In fact, as Kobe Bryant stated in an interview, he said, "The name Kobe Bryant just evokes such a negative emotion. I said, if I create this alter ego, so now when I play this is what's coming out of your mouth, it separates the personal stuff, right? You're not watching David Banner, you're watching the Hulk." This also led to the Mamba brand. In which case, Nike partnered with Bryant and the Los Angeles Boys and Girls Club, which launched a youth basketball league called the Mamba League. This gave over 100 kids free access to sports. He then later created the Mamba Sports Academy, which gives any level of competitors the lifestyle of training and a broader athletic lifestyle. And soon, one of these days, there will be a national holiday called Black Mamba Day. I swear it will happen.
Yeah, sure. Say, now that you talked a little bit about his career, how about talking about his family? his home life. Like, how did him and Vanessa meet?
Alright, of course, how can I leave out the misses? Well, the love story between these two actually started out back at their high school, where they met during a shoot for the music video Get Up in November 1999. At the time, Kobe was 20 while Vanessa was 17 years old and still in high school. They started dating, but soon after, as Vanessa turned 18, Kobe proposed to her. Yeah, man, teenagers are really, really crazy. Vanessa was also even hailed as Te Amo Queen Mamba. Even during the court incident, Vanessa still stayed by his side. And of course, as years went by, the couple raised a family with 4 daughters. Natalia Diamante Bryant was born on January 19, 2003, and is the oldest. 3 years later, Gianna Maria Honore Bryant was born on May 1st, 2006. And then after these first 2 children were born, they got a divorce.
What?
Yeah, I know, right?
Really?
They actually did get a divorce in 2011. Well, not really did get a divorce. It was more of them filing a divorce.
It looked like they've been devoted for such a long time.
But in 2013, they actually did patch things up. And they called the whole thing off. Yeah, Jordan, love is like basketball. You just gotta get right back into the game. And speaking of getting back into the game, in 2016, Kobe and Vanessa welcomed Bianca Bella Bryant. And then, last year, in 2019, Capri Kobe Bryant was born. Wow, not looking so bad. You're doing pretty good for a 30-year-old man who draws with coloring pencils for a living.
Thanks. I don't know whether to take that as a jab or a compliment. But, oh, and I'm 26. But thanks.
You know, speaking of coloring, this actually leads to another fact, which I think you are really, really gonna like.
Oh?
So, we all know that Kobe Bryant is an NBA All-Star and a legend. But did you also know that he's also an Oscar winner? Kobe formed the Granity Studios, which is a multimedia original content company focused on creating new ways to tell stories that focus around sports. But these stories were made for entertainment, bringing education as well as inspiring others. These include 5 books, a scripted audio series called The Punies, 2 TV shows centered around basketball, and 2 films, one called The Muse, and the second one, which I'm pretty sure you know, called Dear Basketball.
Dear Basketball!
Yeah, did I stutter?
I remember this short, man. I loved it.
Dear Basketball was distributed on Go90, and is based on Kobe's retirement letter, which was actually written as a poem. Dear Basketball is a story in which Kobe describes his love of the game, which starts off him as a young boy growing up with youthful dreams as he grows into his 20-year career, becoming the champ that we all know and love. But one man couldn't make this masterpiece alone, as Kobe collaborated with 2 legendary artists, one of them being
Glenn King! Oh my god. He's one of my favorite animators. He's such an inspiration to me. He's like my biggest idol.
I thought you said Seth MacFarlane was your idol.
Man, that mother. Hey, do you think I can, take over?
The mic's all yours.
Hell yeah. Okay, so, fun fact. Kobe Bryant written and narrated Dear Basketball, but Glenn Keane was the director and animator for it. If you're a true animated nerd like me, you will know that Glenn Keane is an animator and illustrator who worked as a character animator for Walt Disney Animation Studios. He started out his career in 1974 after leaving CalArts. I won't talk too much about Glenn Keane, but let's just say if you have a childhood and a heart, he was a supervising animator who created characters such as Ariel from The Little Mermaid, Beast from Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Tarzan, Rapunzel, and so many more characters. He left Disney Studios in 2012. In 2013, joined Motorola's Advanced Technology and Projects Group, where he's currently working on creating interactive hand-drawn animation. And one of his first animated shorts is called Duet. Did you know that Keane actually experimented with a new technique by laying a separate sheet over a drawing where a soft layer of graphite was added? He could turn it from white to black and vice versa by taking pictures with his phone and turning it into a negative. And this is an effect of animating the sweat running down Kobe Bryant's face. An eraser was then used to create highlights and reveal the skin underneath. Mwah! Pure genius. And after Dear Basketball, his next current project is a film called Over the Moon, which is set to premiere this year, and his feature directorial debut. Now, Jay has stated before that this film was a collaborative effort of 3 people. We talked about Kobe, and I mentioned Glenn Keane, and the third one is the one behind the music, and that is the legend himself, John Williams. This famous composer, conductor, and pianist was born in a family of musicians, and therefore the talent carried on to him. Even when he was drafted in the U.S. Air Force, he played the piano, brass, and conducted and arranged for the U.S. Air Force Band. During the 50s and 60s is when he started to compose for television, some including Gilligan's Island and Land of the Giants, as well as Lost in Space. However, he started his film debut working with Steven Spielberg in his 1974 film, The Sugarland Express. But of course, if you have a childhood and a soul, you will know all of his famous theme songs from very iconic movies, including Jaws, Star Wars, Superman, Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, Schindler's List, and the wizardly world of Harry Potter. These 3 talented men were able to collaborate and make something really amazing. So amazing, it earned them the Academy Award for Best Animated Picture in 2017. I rooted for this short film to win, and I'm so glad it did. This really was the best part in this show. And probably the only part I remember from the show, because the Oscars is truly boring.
I couldn't agree more.
Looks like I'm almost done. You got any final words? Any last facts?
Well, Kobe continued working with Nike, as well as making some big appearances. One of those places is China. China loves Kobe. Almost like a god. But you know, I can't blame him. But I think, of course, one of the greatest, latest, and most heartfelt things that he's done was coaching for Team Mamba. And on that team was his daughter, Gianna, or Gigi for short. I'm not a mouse who expresses a lot of emotions, but And talking about a parent and a child, it can actually bring a lot of emotions out of me. It looks like there could have been a really big and beautiful future for her. Today, however, there's still support for both of them. And the viewers who are watching this, if you want to share your support, there are actually some foundations created by yours truly. One of them is the Kobe and Vanessa Bryant Family Foundation. It is considered to be his most impactful philanthropic works. This foundation helps improve the lives of young people and their families. It helps provide scholarships, operates the Mamba FC, a youth soccer club that teaches young athletes how to become leaders, and an independent thinkers through sports. There's also the After School All-Stars, which is a non-profit organization that partners with schools nationwide to extend school hours for low-income children. Kobe has also granted more than 250 wishes of children battling life-threatening illness through the Make-A-Wish Foundation. He's a supporter for the Stand Up to Cancer Foundation, in which he has taken part in a telecast that raised over more than $81 million for research in 2012. And then there is the National Museum of African American History and Culture, which Bryant and his wife donated at least $1 million. Well, I think that's everything. Before the time of the event, this is pretty much the life of Kobe Bryant. And those are my facts, the squeaky facts. On the one, the legendary, the unbeatable Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba King. Bang.
Wow. There are so many things I just never knew about him before.
You know what they say, knowledge is Mamba. So, I gotta ask you, you don't really come across as a sportsy kind of fella. I mean, I just can't see you watching, let alone playing basketball. In fact, you seem like the more geeky anime type.
Well, you're absolutely right. I'm not really into basketball, nor am I really much into sports. But there is someone who I do know who is very passionate about basketball. It's this man. I would have never thought of doing a video like this if it wasn't for him. So, all thanks goes to this gentleman right here. He, as well as others, continue to support the craft, as well as the players in basketball. Are you okay?
What? It's just my eyeballs are sweating again.
Jay Mice, are you crying?
You wish, doodle boy. But for real, nice speech.
Hey man, thanks for doing this video with me. And if you folks like things squeaky and cheesy, you can see more of Jay Mice on his show, Squeaky Reviews.
And if you folks are bored or drunk, check out Jordan's corny drawing videos on Drawing the Facts.
Hey!
I'm just messing with ya. Your drawings are above average.
Thanks.
So Jordan, what have you been up to lately?
Well, you know, just doing my usual geeky stuff. I did come back to see the film, what was it, Bad Boys for Life?
What? You saw Bad Boys for Life? Oh my god! Sweet cheddar, I've been wanting to see that movie like forever, but I never got the chance to. You gotta tell me, Give me your review on Bad Boys for Life.
Oh. It was good.
Good. Oh, okay, I mean, how was the acting? I mean, was it funny? How was Martin Lawrence and Will Smith's performance? How was the new characters? You know, how was the production, the special effects? Yeah, tell me all about that. How was it?
It was really good.
Good. Okay. You gotta tell me something more. Anything more. Tell me something. Anything.
Well, there was this part in the film, and this is kind of a spoiler.
Spoil me!
In the film,
Yeah.
the villain
Yeah.
is none other than
Yeah.
Will Smith's... Hey everyone, this is Jordan from Madtown Studios. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be putting up new content each month. Down below in the comments, if you have any questions for me, or if you have any recommendations of what I should draw, please let me know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more updates from Madtown Studios, tap that subscribe button down below. Well, see you next time. Peace.